Alright, we're back again, trying to do the Seance of Blank Manor. Having a really hard time figuring out some of these puzzles, but also feeling like we're kind of getting somewhere now. I need the remainder of the keys. I think that's stopping me from getting into, like, more of the house. But yeah, we put in 10 hours to this game. I feel like there's still a lot to uncover. So we're just going to hop back in there. I think I was going to talk to somebody. She asked me to go to the well. I don't know that I have time. So it's already 6 o'clock, almost 7-ish. And she wants me to go to the well to put this thing in the well. Oh, I was supposed to see him. Oh, I don't know that I have time. Because unfortunately we have dinner and then we have the ball. And so like we have a lot going on before the day ends. And I still haven't met him. So it's like, I didn't get her schedule. I don't know what's going on here. I need to go meet him in the changing room. I think I talked to these two. I don't have time for the well right this second. So if I go to the supply closet that's outside the bar, I can go talk to Father something. I forget his name. Senat, I think. I'm not sure how to say. These names are actually, I'm going to be honest, very hard to say. Actually, I should just go straight across. Okay, so bar is this way. Supply closet is literally right across the way. And he said he was going to be in the women's changing station or room or whatever. Oh no, bathhouse is closed. I still don't have keys to any of these lockers, which also kind of makes me curious. Okay, so if we confront him, right? Because you shouldn't be in here.
Father Sinnott, are you lost?
Yes, I seem to be. I thought this was a bathroom. Please excuse me while I find one.
It is a bathroom. I don't know. It's weird how he answered it. So we're trying to find the black iron. Can I ask him a question? Or is he... Okay, so I can't talk to him while he's in here. Fine. Maybe I will do the well then. Does this take me back out to the atrium? Oh, so I can't go that way. Okay, so that was pointless. And getting all these doors confused. How did I get in here? Oh, that's one. Okay, we're doing a lot of backtracking. If I deal with the well, because what did she want me to do? It was, yes, she wanted me to... Well, she wears a small shoe, so you can low-key kind of eliminate her because she, although she has a motive, she has the wrong shoe. She has a small shoe. This person has a medium shoe. It doesn't sound like it's her. But I do want to finish her mystery. So she's room 9, which unfortunately I can't do anything about. So she wants me to go protect the well. Maybe we will run outside really fast. So how can I get back to the garden? Oops. Let's go this way. Right? Okay. Run, run, run. Why is Hunter out here? He's killing me. The well was in the maze, right? If I'm remembering correctly. Is there anyone else out here? I don't think so. She's out here, but I'm not sure that I can actually do anything with her. Because I haven't found the vase yet. So, okay. So we're back in here. Sorry, we're going to go. I think it was right. There was a well. I forgot where we saw the well. Unfortunately, I can't deal with you right this second. Because you were doing a lot. And I can't, like, speed read. Where was the well? I know we saw it at some point. Since we've been in here. And now I can't remember. I know for sure there's a well somewhere, though. I don't care about the footprints right now. Why is he in here? I might double back. Because for some reason, Mr. Toussaint is in here. Okay, that was the stone thing. Where was the well? Well, it's taking me a long way around, but that's fine. Because maybe I can see it. There, that's him. I don't know why he's up here. Can I see the well? Oh, the well is literally right behind him. Okay, perfect. Yes, I actually have a ton of questions now. Did you play the bridge game? You didn't happen to attend the bridge game on Tuesday? I did not. I'm not really for socializing. Did you find anything more interesting to pass your time? Oh, you're probing. I have something you want. Information, perhaps? I suppose we're friends now that you've done me my favor, yes? The answer is a boring one. I sought the event out. I found a pleasant nook in the northeast corridor and read. But you do not need to trust me, monsieur, though it is the truth. The cook, Mademoiselle Murphy. I asked her to bring me a sandwich that evening. She can attest to my whereabouts. Do you know anything about Miss Dean's room? Yes, she's in the room. No, I've forgotten. How unlikely to forget something like that. Suspicious? Let me check my notes. Here, room 15. Oh, so he actually does know. Because before he was acting like he didn't know. Do you think the seance's claims could be true? They can actually summon a ghost and talk to it directly. You asked the wrong man, monsieur. But many things were considered impossible until they were done, no? I've witnessed many strange things in my line of business. From what I know of her, if it can be done, then Mademoiselle Mantovani can do it.
That's all.
Okay, let me go grab this well real quick. 16 minutes to do this ritual. My goodness. I have the recipe. Now let's see if I can find the ingredients that make the ritual work. The next ingredient is a dash of venom. Ooh. Oh, I don't know. That's spring water. I don't have any of that. A metal that's blue. Am I supposed to have this? Bark from a tree known as yew. Mix some aragon. What is aragon? Oh, reset. Never mind. That's crazy. I don't think I have what it's looking for. I don't think. And I may not be able to do this right now. Because I don't have any of this stuff. I don't know. I don't know where I would have gotten this stuff from. But yeah, I don't have the right stuff. Can we talk? Because I don't.
Declan. Aren't you fierce good coming back to see me?
I don't have the right stuff. Or something that you asked me to do. How do you protect something like the well in the water? Declan, between me, you, and the breeze, I'm still trying to figure that bit out on the job. Normally my work is less abstract. A sick lamb or a boy who needs cure of a bad cough, but the gods wouldn't give me a task I wasn't able for, right? I guess. I don't know. I don't believe I've seen jewelry of the sort you've wearing before. Oh, a lot of it's handmade. Some of it brings me luck and some of it protects me. They're old crafts to be sure, but not soon forgotten.
You take care now, Declan.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't have the right stuff, so I don't think I can do this one right now. So we're gonna go back because I don't know where I would have found venom and all this other stuff. Like, was that something I was supposed to have gotten over time, or oh, the other way. I don't know. That she didn't make that clear when we talked, that was something that I was gonna have to. Oh, I don't even know how to deal with you, because she was like speed rolling.
I found this. I'll take that as a yes.
She was like speed running through this thing, and it's like I don't know how we were supposed to speed run through it with her. She was like hustling. So SHASASHESTOASHE. That's why it doesn't make sense. Because it's like, what? It doesn't. I'm still not quite sure what that means. Yeah, that doesn't make sense. So I'm a little confused here. Okay, never mind, because dealing with her is gonna frustrate me too. So unfortunately, that's a no for right now. I mean, we can go by just to see what she's up to, but I don't think I can actually get in here. Mr. Ward, I don't know that I do. Oh, the bridge game. Yes, I do. I understand there's a bridge game on Tuesday. Yes, though I was not there. I was taking a walk in the gardens and I retired to my room. So, okay, you weren't a part of that. Let's get your timetable. I think we had hers. I don't know why I feel like we already had it. What is the history of the vase? Can you tell me about the vase you're looking for? The vase is found in the tomb excavation amongst the canopic jars, where one would expect the jar containing the entombed heart. This jar, or vase as it's commonly called, contained not just the expected heart, but wood and ash. Its hieroglyphic markings offer little indication of why this might be. It represents a fascinating deviation from standard burial rites. But a room was found during the expedition attended by Western gentry, one of the earlier Blakes, and the vase was taken as spoils, which makes my job much harder. Another gift from our glorious English occupiers, but then you would know all about that, right? I mean, yes and no. Seems the lady Wilhelmina Blake was not the finder, but the last known owner of the vase. Say owner if you like, but don't expect me to call a thief by any other name. But if she was the one to have it last, maybe she stored it somewhere in this place. Maybe? Was this the melody? I keep hearing the notes in my mind over and over, clear like the blue sky. I have some idea that they're connected to the vase I'm looking for, but I'm not sure how. The problem with her is her mystery wants me to find a way to play the melody. I can't get in the basement to do that, and then she wants me to find the vase and destroy it, but again, I'm not quite sure how I'm supposed to find the vase. She wants me to help her repent, but it's like I'm not sure how you would atone for that. And then she wants me to help with the well, but I don't have the ingredients to help with the well, and then I can't find her stuff, so I'm not. The note she signed shows she can't write. Oh, and then she's out if she can't write. I don't know. I have quite a few people who I'm supposed to ask him about this prison, but I have no idea how to do that. So where is Mrs. Joyce and Mrs. Murphy? Because apparently those are people I definitely need to talk to. Let's see if we can find them on the map. I know they're not outside for sure. Basement, West Tower is open. Did we go that way? I don't know that we did. I don't know where anyone is. Okay, maybe we'll just go back to the living room or the atrium, because I'm like, I don't know. Unfortunately, I don't know where anyone's at right now. We only got 10 minutes until the time's going to change, and then it will be dinner time. Now, I haven't bothered to eat any meal today, so I guess I should bother with dinner. Potentially. Oh, Mrs. Quinn, are you still in the library? Hold on. Or did Mrs. Quinn move somewhere? Where is Mrs. Quinn? I need to talk to her too. You're in the first floor west corridor. I could go back and try to find you. I don't know where Mrs. Murphy is. That's so weird. Well, at least I could talk to Mrs. Joyce. I don't know how to help her atone, though. That's... Oh, this isn't west. This is east. It would help if I knew where I was going. Okay. She's supposed to be in here somewhere, yes? Or am I losing my mind? Where is she supposed to be? I thought she was in this hallway. I don't know where Mrs. Quinn is. I could have swore she was in here. Right? I don't know, actually. Never mind, because I always think I know where people are at, and then I don't. So, this door stays locked. They made it seem like it was open. I don't know where anyone's at. Where is this taking me? First floor, west corridor? Is that where I want to be? I think that is where I want to be. This is a big house. Like, you can really get lost here. Okay, so clearly that's... Where am I? Clearly this is not where I want to be. This takes me back to the atrium. And we're gonna go this way. Okay. She's supposed to be at the end of the hall. And I make a right, and she should be... Oh. They're both right here. Why are you both right here? Okay. Yes, I need to ask you, were you with... Are you trying to talk to the priest? Please forgive me for prying, but it seems like you're trying to talk to Father Sanat. Was there something you hoped to ask him? Nothing that wouldn't be left unasked, sir. I found a note lying about the hallways, miss, but I couldn't make out all the words. It looked like someone was trying to talk to Father Sanat for help. Oh, just rubbish, sir. I'll dispose of it. Where did you say it was? Such a stupid, stupid idea. So she is trying to talk to him. Did you bring food to Mr. Toussaint in the northeast corridor on Tuesday night while the bridge game was played? I did, sir. I remember the time as I was bringing the young master his supper then. Because of that, it was half cold by the time I got to him. He didn't complain, bless him. I think he was happy he got to stay up a little later. Okay, so that confirms the alibi. Can you tell me anything about the Fae? Shh. It's bad luck to talk about the Sahid, sir, especially at this time of year. Halloween's when they come a-calling. That's why people wear masks then, so as they can't tell who's human and who's one of them. Keeps us safe. Well, that confirms what Toussaint said.
Good day.
Hello.
Yes, I have questions for you as well, love. I found this note, Mrs. Joyce, but can't make heads or tails of it. Is that note... Is it her handwriting? Oh, my goodness, sir. I haven't a clue what it says. The scrawl is too messy. Far too messy, yes. It seems Mrs. Murphy's rather eager to discuss something with Father Sanat. Do you know I haven't a clue about that, sir, but he is a priest, a spiritual teacher of sorts, no? Perfectly normal for us to ask him all manners of things, I'm sure. Of course, you sought guidance from him as well, then. That's between me and the Lord, sir. Cool, thanks. Do you know anything about the Fae, Mrs. Joyce? Best not to invite the fair folks' attention at all, Mr. Ward. But if you ever do, best be polite and make sure you don't accept anything or offer none besides. She's going to be difficult. What do you make of these? They look like components for a charm of some sort. Oh, good Lord, don't bring those near me. Who knows what darkness they hold. If it's important, ask Mr. Hunter. He's thick-skinned about these things. Otherwise, burn them, sir, please. I accidentally stumbled into the broom closet recently and noticed a stone cross on a cleaning trolley. Oh, yes, sir, that'd be mine, of course. It's broken off an old statue that was being tossed out. And, well, I thought it shouldn't go to waste. Of course, it's a shame about those red stains, though, isn't it? Oh, it's only rust, sir. I quite like it, to be honest with you. After all, Jesus must have bled when he died for our sins.
I'll be off.
God.
That answered some of the questions. Because we wanted to... I don't know where to play the melody. But we wanted to know... Going back a little bit more about the culprit. No. About the fight. We confirmed his statement that he was in the hallway. So, the only people who don't really have alibis is Scarrett and Varley. I don't have enough time to talk to anyone else. We're about to change time again. It's going to be 7 o'clock. We're going to be in the dining room. We have a lot of people who are going to be in the dining room at the same time. Is Varley going to be in the dining room? No. He's going to be in the bar at 7 o'clock. Which makes me think I need to go to the dining room and then end up in the bar as well at 7 o'clock. So where is... I love how everything just takes you out to like random spaces. I don't know where Mrs. Quinn is. Now this is the bar. I have the book that Mrs. Quinn asked about. We have a ton of people in here. Who is that? I think I talked to everyone. Oh, I need to talk to you again. Since you're here. Sorry. What do you know about the Fae? Ha, the Fae, pagan drivel, absolute nonsense that only the weak of mind would buy into. Oh, well, never mind. What do you make of this whole seance business? It's a remarkable idea, isn't it? Not just to commune indirectly with the ghosts, as many have, but to compel it to answer directly itself. Think of what we could learn. All the questions about the afterlife answered. Of course, they get further, no doubt, with a willing participant, but it all depends on what spirits are in the area when the ritual happens. I'm sure there's no end to the things fettered to this place after all.
Good day, Mrs. Good.
Okay, so now it's dinner time. Some people are gonna stay. Mr. Varley, I thought was gonna be in here. Is he? Oh, Mr. Varley's working here. Oh, to give Doyle the chance to do. Yes, because we haven't had a chance to talk in a bit. Do you know anything about the bridge game? Yes, one of the events was run for the guests. As Marquez Blake was overseeing it himself, I took the opportunity to meet with the housekeeper and coordinate rotas for the following day. I'm afraid I have little else to tell you as a result. Do you know where Mrs. Dean was assigned? She was in room... I would need to check my records. She had a southern view. I recall her complaining about the noise as the new guests arrived, though why that matters now that she's gone is beyond me. Yet, Mr. Varley, have you ever had reports of, well, ghosts of giants on the lands? Reports? No. All those things, ghosts and giants, have entertaining sections in the library. Maybe there was something of use to you there. Have you ever entertained the idea of Fae at the hotel? That would be a matter of personal belief. Certainly the Manor's history is tragic enough that if one wanted, they could find proof to support the theory. As a result, we do leave out milk and honey. Best be safe. He has not been very helpful. What do you make of these? They look like components for a ritual or charm of some sort. I don't know anything about either of those things, sir, but it seems like something the pagans might know about.
I need nothing.
Certainly.
He was knowledgeable-ish, but not really. So he couldn't help me with the bridge game because he didn't go to the bridge game. So, let me go back. I want to go to the dining room. See if I didn't miss dinner because I haven't ate all day, so I think I should. Hi, Doyle.
Hello again, sir.
Yes.
Certainly, sir.
Let's see who they seat me with.
I understand the concern, Signorina. I do. Oh, but Mr. Ward, would you like to join us?
We were just talking about, well, whether this seance is such a good idea. You're welcome to join us if you'd like.
Sure.
I'd be delighted to. Is there doubt about the seance?
See, Signorina Callaghan has concerns about it taking place.
If you ask me, Mr. Ward, there's nothing good to come of this. Best to leave these lands be. They're unsettled enough already.
I could say, amica mia, that it's only one spirit. One among many apprehended for less than an hour. Were it to cause much trouble? I would not do it. This is, of course, a lie. How can I say it is safe when it has not been done before? Of course I would risk this. And the Marquess, he sees value in that risk too.
I'm not sure the Marquis knows what's good for him.
Let me ask.
Am I right to assume that Marquez Blake invited you here himself?
Yes. He contacted me directly and insisted I host his seance. He said he had heard of my ability and could settle for no less. How could I refuse that, Signor?
Or are you the only invited guest?
Signor, you offend me. I am the main event, no? Am I not enough for you?
I got no invite.
And now I understand why.
Unfortunately, I still didn't really learn much. So, I'm not sure how to take that. I could check the drawing room just to make sure Quinn isn't still in there, but she's going to be at the ballroom later. It sounds like. Because unfortunately, I don't know where to play the melody. I can't seem to figure that out. I can never seem to figure out where he's at. He liked his wife, but I mean, I don't know how to get into the Blake residence. So, I'm kind of stuck. In terms of the fight, I don't know how to verify. Mr. Varley's statement wasn't really a statement. He just said that he wasn't there. So, his statement, he was working on the doors. I don't really have a way to double check that. I'd have to confirm with 3 other people that he actually did that. So, I don't know how to confirm that. So, unfortunately, we have some weak alibis still, so maybe we'll pop by the library since we're already here. Well, I'm not ready to leave. Where is the library? Oop. 'Cause I'm still not quite sure what I'm looking for. Is there anything new? That's the hard part, is trying to figure out what's new. There's not really much that is new. I could have swore there was new stuff I could look up. But maybe not. Undead humans who survive by draining the blood of the living, a common supernatural element in most European cultures. Examples include the Albanian, Greek, and Irish. The Irish call the dwarf for its childlike proportions. Despite its anger and bloodthirst, its subjects were drawn to it as if under a spell. They were nigh impossible to kill, being only vulnerable to the wood from a yew tree. Even then, once killed, it needed to be buried upside down and weighed down with a stone of such a size it would take at least 5 good men to move it. For these reasons, it's said that once a land was plagued by a vampire, they were never truly free from it. It would return to feed on generation after generation. The fates of the gods. The battle was a fierce battle fought between Danann and the Milesians that lasted many days and saw both sides using underhanded tactics. Eventually, after too much loss, a truce was reached, and it was agreed that the land would be split evenly between both parties. To show their goodwill, the gods let the Milesians choose their half first, but the Milesians tricked the gods when it was time to pick. They picked the top half. The gods, true to their word, accepted the deal and moved underground to part of the underworld to live with the Fae. The tribe of mankind, a word for the ancient Irish, I suppose, which many of us have descended, led here thousands of years ago by 3 chieftain brothers who were said to be powerful sorcerers. They clashed with the old gods and reached a truce after much fighting. They agreed to split the land in half between them, but the Milesians tricked the old gods to pick the top half. That's when the gods disappeared underground and mankind settled this land. I can't find anything. Looks like the books on it have been taken away. I should have asked for more information. That's weird. People of the Mound, and covers all entities that come from the other world. This covers the Fae folk, the old gods, and any of the other range of creatures from that place. For some, ghosts are also included, as the other world encompasses the Irish land of the dead. The Fae themselves range in power from godlike, legendary figures to the types more thought to commonly occur and roam the landscape, often looking to cause mischief or harm, such that to invite their attention is considered bad luck. The nature of the Fae, as with humanities, varies by instance, but an estimate can be made by the type of Fae in question. Some look to cause harm, some are portents of ill tiding, but do not cause it themselves, and some, though the case are occasional, may even be beneficial to those encountering them. Regardless, it's widely held that the safest course of interaction with the Fae is not to interact with them at all. I'm not going to fight that. We can look at fetters. Soul trapping, or the unwilling binding of souls to inanimate objects, is a phenomenon that has been recorded throughout the history and across the known world. One such instance occurred during the expedition to Egypt conducted by Lord Thomas Blake of Doon. A number of what locals term soul jars were unearthed near a tomb and were brought back to Dublin by Lord Blake for further examination. In a drunken stupor, Lord Blake's young apprentice, Harry Arnold, cracked the skull on an ancient tablet in Blake's office and died almost immediately. Lord Blake, upon hearing the lad's anguished screams, ran to the office to find his apprentice's lifeless corpse bleeding out on the bench. The screams, he soon realized, were coming from one of the soul jars, and to quell the wailing, Blake ordered the jars be destroyed. Elsewhere in the world, there are stories of the souls of the recently departed being tied to strong emotional significance. These objects, known as fetters, can take any form. Fetters as small as a needle and as large as a carriage have been documented across the world. Some spiritualists theorize that even entire buildings or areas of land can, under specific circumstances, become fetters, though no evidence of such phenomenon has occurred thus far. Others disagree with the assertion. They argue that the force of emotion needed to tie souls to something as large as a building or as intangible as an area of land would be frankly inhumane. But they don't agree, though. Okay. An early branch of Christianity that believes that the material realm we currently reside in is a hell, what they call a black iron prison, and that the commonly seen as God is in fact a powerful but lesser demiurge, a version of the traditional devil figure. This demiurge is the secret child of some aeons, the faith's creator's angel, that was hidden in this realm by its parent for fear of retaliation from the true creator. Bored, lonely, and jealous, it created humanity to worship it as a god, but it itself was flawed, and thus so are we, its creations. They believe that the only actual way to ascend into heaven and meet the true creator, Monad, is to realize the falsities of this reality and find a way to break from the plane of material lies. The faith seems to exist as an answer to the question, why does God allow bad things to happen, with their response being, true God does not know of this place. It's a very interesting take. Percival Blake became the Marquess of Doon at the age of 24 when his father Reynard died of old age. This was in 1739. He ruled through the Great Freeze, the year of the slaughter, the Jacobite Rising, until he drowned in the tsunami of 1755 at the age of 40. I see some annotations that he did not drown and that he was drowned during it, seeing he was not popular with the people around him. In 1744, a scullery maid went missing. Rumors suggest that she rejected advances he made. Her fiancé came from a nearby village to find her, and he too wasn't heard from again. Various notes are added from different periods to say staff believe he walled them up alive. One note says they can still be heard sobbing from one another through the darker months. Despite this gruesome reputation, a portrait of him still resides in the East Tower. I think we read these. Mary was born into the Galloway-based merchant family of Adam Brown and his wife Elizabeth in 1860. She met Jonathan Blake, the Marquess of Doon, during her presentation to society when she came of age. They wed the following year, and she took the title of Marchioness. Marchioness Blake established the Blake Foundation in 1890. Through the foundation, the Marchioness constructed and funded several orphanages, ragged schools, and widows' almshouses in impoverished rural towns and villages across Connacht. The Marchioness committed much of the Blake Foundation fortune to the foundation and organized fundraising events across Ireland and Great Britain. She spent her free time teaching English in one of the foundation's local schools and privately funded the university education of over 40 pupils. Marchioness Blake took up a position as philanthropist and charity worker, acting as a pillar of her community and the very image of a God-fearing woman until her death in 1894. Now, is there anything new that's down here? I don't think there is. I feel like we've looked at this. We have her schedule. I don't think there's anything else I could have done. Now, in terms of everything, we need to discuss some stuff with the priest. So, Father is the next person I need to talk to, because he knows a lot of things. We're missing research, which I don't understand that. That's another mystery too. We have something else we can discuss. We have a lot of mysteries that we just haven't finished. We need to talk, besides Father, to Mr. Hunter, and then back to Mrs. Joyce, and I forget her name, Murphy. Because we have to go back. The hard thing is when you get new evidence, you have to circle back. Dupree is also important to us. So, I need to talk to Dr. Callahan. Because we're missing quite a few things. Because I keep referring to a lot of different... We got more information, but then it made more like branching off in this one. So it's a little hard because it's like, you know, we're there, but we're not there. So let's see if we can find these people. I still don't know where Quinn is. She just like disappeared. So I have a ton of people in the bar. I can at least get Dr. Conahan in the bar if I go talk to him. There's no one outside. Well, Dupree. So if I go to the bar and then go to Dupree, I could probably get some of my questions answered, but I can't find everybody else. That took me out somewhere different. So he's at the bar. Oops. So Dr. Conahan, I have a few questions for you if you have a minute. They're not talking. Okay. If you have a second.
Mr. Ward.
Sorry. I have so much after I talked to your mom or your aunt. Do you know anything about... I assure you that's an old Irish afterlife as such. Or since you're Catholic, our version of heaven. I say our as Irish people, but also this is what I believe in. So do take what I say as a grain of salt. There are many things that separate it from heaven, of course. I think most significant is its accessibility. Catholics like to die to get to heaven, but we pagans can find a way to the other world by less final means. It's not a truly physical place, of course, and it defies physical rules. You can access it via the sea or via passageways on land. Once mankind learns to fly, and mark my words, we will, we'll find gateways up there too. I can't recall quite which, but some faiths took the idea of heaven as up there, quite literally, crossed over between birds and angels, etc., etc. I've even experimented with entering it via the dream space, but I digress. To be clear, I'm not talking about mythologically here. Yes, there are stories of that. Young Onsen on the Fianna went and came back several hundred years later, of course. But you and I, can hop on the horse and get to a passageway by day's end, and it would need to be day's end for they're stronger at night. Or if Ahad is right and this is a place of power, then we can remove the need for horses entirely. I've gotten close to the threshold to the other world a few times. It's part of my training, but going there and coming back are not the same thing. So I've only gotten close, and that was enough for me. Ooh, that was a lot of information. Do you recall which room Miss Dean was staying in? I don't think so. No, if she was ever mentioned, it slipped my mind. Was she in the East Wing? I feel like she wasn't that far from where we are. What an odd thing to forget. You're the apprentice, right? I am. I'm trained to handle all of her duties. Of course, I lack her experience, but I have my medical training and new techniques to give me an edge. When you take over, will you still be a bean droid? Of course not, Mr. Ward. I'd just be a droid. Okay. Your aunt seems to think the seance could be dangerous. She doesn't think that, Mr. Ward. She knows it. They intend to unravel the order of the universe. Now, I am all for progress myself, but there's no scientific method, no rigorous testing. Just some good intentions and a lot of people to be caught in the crossfire if things go wrong. What do you know about the Fae? Well, the name can refer to a few things. Generally, though, the Fae are thought to be inhabitants of the other world. It's unclear if they can cross over at will or if they're trapped here looking for a way home. They are seen more often in the dark rural parts of the land where the cities and towns haven't invaded the land as thoroughly. They're most real, most present on the plain at this time of year, Halloween, a worry for us as Miss Montavani and co. undertake to pierce the veil. Might they see this as a way home? Hopefully not. What are the duties of your role? It's somewhere between being a priest and a doctor, some faith work, some healing. Really, it's helping people in whatever they need. Of course, there's less need now. The old ways die more each year, and doctors are more commonplace. Still, everyone needs a trusted friend. In many ways, that's the core work. Can you think of anything your aunt might be missing to help with her work at the well? 100 things, Mr. Ward, but only one that matters, modernity. The seance is modern magic. She cannot protect against it without modern tools. If only she'd accept my help. Do you know of the Mycelians? Know of them? I am one, Mr. Ward, as are you, presumably. They're the race of men who came here and wrestled the right to settle from the gods. I do love the country, but some days I wish our ancestors had sailed somewhere warmer. That's an interesting way to talk about it. Dr. Callahan, I was wondering if you could parse a medical code for me. What does the code UO33 signify? A code of UO33 in records would indicate miscarriage if the issue is not written out in full. I assume this is purely academic inquiry. It is. Thank God for that, as were you then. Well, we asked a lot of good questions. When I arrived, I saw the damnedest thing, a woman washing clothes in the fountain. Well, assuming the staff hasn't gone mad, then what I think you saw was a benign. Tell me, was she washing a garment? She was. A shawl. I did not know whose it was. A shame. It might have told us who was to die. The washerwoman foretells the death of a person, and those who see her, well, they too feel the touch of death. That is to say, they're still in mourning over death, however long ago it happened. Since you saw her, well, I'm sorry for whatever loss has befallen you. Thank you, but surely everyone should see her. We've all felt loss at some point in our lives. Felt it, yes, but haunted by it. Perhaps haunted is not the right term, our location considered. When my father died, for example, I was sad, but I've let that go. I'm still sad for his passing, but I'm not weighed down by it. That's the difference.
I have to be on my way. Be well.
I got to ask him a lot of good questions. But unfortunately, he's not the only person I need to talk to. So, everyone's eating, which puts us in a bad spot. So if I go out to the garden, who can I think just Dupree is the only person I'd be able to catch. Which is fine, because he can be a wealth of knowledge too. He's out here. I don't know why he insists on being out here alone.
Hello again, my friend.
Oof, I have a lot for you too, sir. Have you heard of... I have. The old Irish otherworld serves as home to the gods, realm of the fae, and sometimes an afterlife for mortal folk. It's both geographical and geographical, and that it's said to be under Ireland, but also an island off the southwest. Many stories exist of heroes sailing there, voyages that transcend the physical rules of the sea. Have you heard of the Massilians? The Irish, or what your ancestors were called, they were said to come from the Iberian Peninsula, itself populated thousands of years before when Homo sapiens left Africa. See, Mr. Ward, we're practically cousins. I guess. What do you know about feathers? Chains, Mr. Ward. Physically, yes, and spiritually. A ghost can no more escape its feathers than we can chains in a cell, unless, of course, there's a key. Feathers are impenetrable then. Can they be undone? Oh, yes. Some spirits simply need to release their sorrow. Many need help to do so. But some ghosts are chained to worldly objects. In those cases, permanence is most likely the intent. You're saying feathers can be made. I've made them, Mr. Ward. Though only as a last resort. What do you think of that old machine in the atrium? Of course, it's the most wondrous thing. I have no faintest idea what it does, but it's very impressive. Okay, you've been incredibly helpful. Now she seems to be... Well, I don't know where she is. Maybe I can find her if I go back in. Because what I'm trying to do is ask people who I know I need information from so that I don't have to circle back. Now she... Outside the... Is this the... No, this is the bar. Where is the meal? Where did they eat? The dining room is this way. She seems to be right around the corner. That's what they made it seem like. Maybe she's down the stairs? So this is the basement. It's locked and it hasn't been opened. So she's not on this side. Is she on this side? Perhaps? Because it feels like I'm all around her. No, she's not down here. I felt like I was just right next to her. Maybe she's a part of the dining room. I haven't gone back down there since I went through the wall. I don't think there's anything else down here for me, though. Another picture of a vase. I have a lot of these now. There's 2 chairs down here. I don't remember if that was always down here. Or... Oh, everything's locked. Alright. Percival Blake, the Fork Marquez, a nasty looking character for sure. His remaining eyes seem to be looking downward. Shame that whatever left him this wound didn't kill him. I've seen the symbols on an archway just below here. The buttons on his jacket have the same pattern on the missing doorway at room 15. I don't understand that. The missing doorway, how would you know that? Is there a portal here? If we go back to her room, how do we were missing something. It's connected, but not really. We found the missing lovers, I thought. Do I need to go back downstairs? Where is this missing archway? We looked at it already. I think we solved this mystery. I can't imagine what else there is to look at. Yeah, we looked at these. Oh, we had to place the remains next to each other. Is that the woman from the well or no? So they were walled up down here. Percival damned them to eternity of torment, and for what? He knew their screams would go unheard. I pray they find the peace they deserve. May God have mercy on their soul. How long were they trapped here? How long can a soul linger, and why? I wonder. Amen. No, best not to dwell on it. Okay, so now I would have solved everything. Right? Or no? Because we solved it. So we discovered the truth. But that doesn't really help us address the missing room. I've asked nearly everybody about her room, and I can't find her room. So I really don't know, other than to go back and look for 15 again, but I feel like we looked a million times for that room. So I'm glad we came back down here to finish this portion so that is kind of resolved, but unfortunately it's still not the right place. I can't imagine I need anything else out here. There should be no one out here. Yeah, there's no one out here. Maybe I'll go to the lobby and see if I can find Quinn or Mr. Hunter or anyone. Because I'm still very confused. Not finding room 50. Oh, maybe I'll look at the drawing room real quick. Not finding room 15 is throwing things off. For some reason, I really need that room. Oh, I can eavesdrop.
But I thought you didn't believe in the whole idea. Ghosts, mystics. Aren't you out for us and all our dealings?
Au contraire, I'm quite the believer. I think you would agree that disproving all this would be quite the task, huh? I am skeptical of this. You're correct. I concern myself with a falsified case, which I believe to be the majority of cases. But to deny it all, especially in a place such as this, impossible.
That is not what I want to hear. I was hoping for assurances that it was all smoke and mirrors, as they say. I could have sworn there was someone in my room last night when I was almost asleep. But not the staff, even. Some little boy. What I want from you is something about mold in the walls, making my brain rot to the point of hallucination.
Would a rotting brain be of more comfort?
He was a very creepy child.
So she's having issues with the boy. I need to ask you something since I have you.
Mr. Ward.
Have you ever written about miscarriages in your work? No, it's not something I think I have. Frankly, sir, given how the topic is dealt with in the real world, I don't think publishers or an audience would care for it. Do you know about Mrs. Dean's room? Nah, near me, I know that I overheard her and Miss Quinn arguing the other night. Not sure of the actual room. I don't recall her seeing her coming or going from any room in particular. Why would they have been arguing? Has your work given you any expertise on medical documentations? Oh, goodness, no. The odd time I would need to include something like that, it's off to the library for me, or I might pester my cousin, who himself has become a doctor. Do you suppose the seance will be successful? I hope so. It's a long way to come for a failure, but I'm sure all these experts, how hard can it be? I'm still struggling to understand the significance between asking a medium to tell me a ghost's name and asking a ghost itself. It's all the same to me as long as the ghost leaves afterwards. That's the part I'm interested in.
That was all.
Good day.
Okay. She was helpful. Okay. I want to go, I guess, to the lobby. I don't know where everyone is. That's the only thing. Sometimes when you really need to find someone, it's like, where is everybody? Like, where's Mr. Hunter, Mrs. Joyce, and Miss Murphy? They all seem to have disappeared now. Which doesn't make any sense, because they work here. So it's like, where would you have gone? Okay. So I have no idea. So it's almost 8 o'clock. I think we're going to end up in the ballroom. I have no idea where Mr. Hunter is. He must be in his room. Because I don't know. We never see him. He's in the dining room, so I can't talk to him right now. Yeah, I don't have anyone else I can deal with at the moment. Until 8 o'clock, so we're still just a touch early. So let's see if we can. I haven't sped up time since we've been here. We're just gonna wait till the next hour passes because I don't have enough to do. Okay, so this should be the ball. Well, is it the ball? No, the ball's at 9. Sorry, so this is not the ball. Still looking for everybody. We have a couple folks in the library. We have one person there. People must be in their room because it's like, where is everybody? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where Father would have went. I don't know where any of these people are. Have we been in his room before? Have we been in Miss Montavani's room before? This is my room. Is there someone in my room? What? There shouldn't be. No, doesn't sound like it.
I don't see anyone. I would have sworn I heard laughter.
I don't get it. We're just losing our minds, I guess. Local fauna and flora. No. I don't know then. Okay. I don't know then. I'm not sure. I also thought I heard something, but I just walked all the rooms. I don't see anything. So. I think we've been in her room before. Oh, he is in here for 18. I think we've been in her room. We definitely have been in her room. I'm trying to run through it again. Whose room have we not been in? Have we been in Toussaint's room? I think we have. Okay, we're gonna check her room because I don't think we've been in it. Maybe we have. She was gonna meet with him at some point. This is her schedule. She has posters for her event. She's traveled the world. She travels a lot. Which, I mean, I guess that makes sense. People hire her for stuff. Letter written in Italian. The ink has small circular stains I recognize as teardrops. It was addressed to her. She has a medium-sized boot of Italian quality. What is... Oh, we're going to have to do a signal again. Before I get to that. She has a pill bottle to manage her symptoms. Well, we know she's sick, so... She has another Italian book. She has a shawl. Why does it look familiar? Is this a shawl I saw being washed when it arrived here? I don't know. She's about to be... She has an Italian newspaper. So she's keeping up with local news. She's planning on sending money home to Italy. Her family's very important to her. Contract for the event between her and Mr. Varley. High fee. He's overpaid to be here, and she's receiving more than that. Okay. I mean, that makes sense a little bit. We saw the flyer before. She has a fresh looking tarot deck. It must be a spare. Just a comb. Oh, has a number of bloodstained handkerchiefs. Another symptom of her illness. I think she has tuberculosis. Group of people posing in front of a farmhouse. A few of them look like her. Must be her family in their home. A photo of a young Mrs. Mantovani with her mom or her grandma, maybe? Hard to say. There was something I didn't want to deal with. I think it's this. I don't know how we address this. These are always weird to me. I don't know. This one is different. I want to go to this furthest one. Can I go to the furthest one? So we go far, 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 dun, 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 dun. I'm not quite sure. That's so weird. I have to come back. I don't know how to open that. These signals are really hard. Because it's like, you only can start from so many places. Because I feel like we've started from... If we just want to go straight across... These signals are they're just frustrating. They're getting complicated as they get like weirder shapes. I don't know where all the help went. I can't get into basements and stuff. I'm trying to find room 15. It doesn't exist. It's like a little... Oh, why are you right here?
Yes.
Okay, well, I'm glad you're here, actually, because I can ask you something. Were you on the bridge game on Tuesday? No, I arrived the following day. Tell me about the Black Iron Prison. All of this life is the prison. This realm, filled with material trinkets and lurid flesh, built to distract us from the truth, from enlightenment. Hell is real, Mr. Ward, and we are in it. I have discovered a Bible, Father. Do you know what that means? Did you know? Gnosticism is an old branch of Christianity. It bears many similarities, but its faithful believe they know the true nature of reality, and hope that knowing of that truth will allow them to find the way to enter the kingdom of heaven, the true kingdom of heaven. Father, I found these symbols and wonder if you knew what they meant. They are alchemical symbols used in theory to unlock the fundamental nature of the universe. What can you tell me about Aenons? Aenons, the closest thing you'll find is an angel. On many levels, they are similar, beings of creation sent by God to build the universe. I found this note outside your door, Father. Does it mean anything to you? I'm afraid I cannot make out much of it. Hopefully whoever sent it will follow up with more comprehensible means. I believe Miss Murphy wished to talk to you. Then she should do so. I'm ready to receive her, but I do not think she will ever be ready to come. What do you make of this? What do you expect me to say other than someone has recently died? My condolences, etc., to Miss Barbosa. Do you hold any truck with the idea of the Fae? Of course, I don't believe in them, but even I try not to walk dark paths alone this time of year. Faith is an interesting and complex thing, yes? Can you tell me anything about fetters? Well, typically they're manacles used to restrain one around the feet, but given where we are, I suspect you mean this in more esoteric sense, in which case it's a term used to describe what anchors a spirit to a place or person. This manor houses many spectres, most likely trapped by the events that led to their death. Perhaps they are fettered to the building or land. Perhaps something else keeps them trapped here. I think I'm understanding Gnosticism, Father. Perhaps the topmost layer, child, but I'm happy for you. Next comes believing in it, then the clarity and freedom that it brings. In time, you might find a way out. Cool. I don't know that I learned anything. If you don't mind me asking, Father, what has you at an event like this one? If I tell you, child, you could not believe me. The truths I bring are far too vast for the minds of most. There is more to be done here than speaking with a memory from history. Such pointless pursuits stop us from true freedom, true ascension. And now I see I've already lost you.
I'll take my leave, Father.
Go with God, my child.
Well, it was weird to bump into him in the hallway, but better than nothing, I suppose. I'm going to go back and look for room 15 again, because I really don't understand if I missed something or what. Because it's like oh, duh. I don't know why I didn't catch that earlier. Yeah, that's where I messed up before. So we're supposed to be looking for her room. We found a disappeared door and a missing doormat. We've connected quite a few things. We have to make the door reappear. I don't know how we would do that. Can we just use the signal? I mean, I never know how to do these things. We did terribly before. But we're going to try it again. So we should have found this days ago. Oh, wow. I'm super far behind. Can't hear anything. That's crazy. A master key for this corridor. I don't know why I missed that. That could have saved us forever ago. Well. Let's look under it. A bottle of turpentine. What is that doing here? Something painted on the floor, but I can't make it out. There's another observation, but I don't see anything else. Scuff marks by the bed's leg look like they've been recently moved. Some kind of markings on the floor. I've seen this before. The symbol's in my dream. Though it's deformed here, the new shape seems to be left by the deformation. That's another one? They just believe in this. Like, baby, it don't need to be this complicated. So someone covered up her room.
That sigil. It unlocked some kind of memory. Somebody painted this sigil under the bed on the night Miss Dean went missing. The same one from my dream. When they came back to remove it, they couldn't, and they magically sealed the room to cover their tracks. I have a hazy understanding of the sigil's intent somehow. It draws attention to the person above it, though attention of what I do not know. It brings them back to the dream, maybe. I'm unclear. It's as if I have memory that is not quite my own.
It's been cleaned since the last use. It looks like some sort of figure made from sticks and twine. Is that horsehair? Why would that be here? Is it Hunter? Because he made something with horsehair. Loose floorboards or something underneath it. It's a note. Start in the garden in autumn. Walk east to the junction and north for 3. Turn west and walk for 2 junctions and south for 1. It's kept behind the corner stone, which is seen when you face the stairs. There's something else too. A piece of paper stained. With what exactly? Another pattern. But what on earth am I supposed to draw this time? I don't know. Like I said, these patterns are some of the most complicated work I think we've seen are these patterns. Because it's like, I am never confident on what we're supposed to do with these. I don't think I want to go that way. Because it's too... Yeah, I don't know how this works. So we need to pick a side. I don't know why it would be reaching across instead of going straight. Can we just go straight? I just want to go straight. Oh, then nope. I want to go straight down. Can we just go straight? It almost wants to force you to go like a certain way. I don't understand. It doesn't seem to like that. I don't quite understand that. The stained piece of paper. Okay, so the only thing I can do is deal with this sigil. But did we learn something new? There's a treasure map. Start in the garden in autumn. That's really interesting. And then there's a chimney charm. There's a lot of stuff that we don't know. Where is the southeast corridor? Is that this? Isn't that the corridor that we're in? I don't know, actually. These sigils are so hard. Because it's interesting, like, I don't... Is it supposed to be drawing a specific symbol, or... That's what's not clear. Maybe it's drawing this chimney charm. Because the chimney charm also has this symbol. I don't know what it's supposed to be drawing. Unless it looks like this. But that's not the right shape. So I think actually I'm just going to save here. I'm starting to get like, you know how you get stuck and then you're like frustrated. I'm going to save here and think about the sigil before we do it again. Let me know in the comments below what you think.